cocaine and throwing chairs at cops. I didn't know that he dropped that.
I don't think he threw the chair at the cop. I think he threw it off of a roof and it happened to hit a cop. Or maybe he threw it at a cop. I don't know.
I thought he was telling the cop. Did he call the cop an N-word and then chuck a chair at him?
No, they're two completely separate things.
So hold on.
Yeah,
Morgan Wallen was railed out, hammered in fucking a Tennessee bar.
Yeah.
Chucked a fucking chair up. Yeah. I know that.
Yeah. No, this was years, years? Was it years before this? There was so he was kind of like coming out, like not gaily. He was coming out like becoming an artist, coming through the ranks, and like a video dropped out of nowhere, and it was like a leaked video of him. I don't know. He was like out in the middle of the woods using the N-word and stuff, and it was like a big cancellation. And I think that he ended up coming back like a year later, 2 years later, probably not 2 years. Some time period. I don't know all the fucking exact dates, Ryan. I'm not a celebrity.
Country music star Morgan Wallen was caught on video using a racial slur in February 21. The incident happened outside his home. Mm-hmm. How the fuck are you going to record a guy outside his house? I would beat the shit out of you. I'd probably drop the N-bomb too.
Amazon sidewalk.
Amazon sidewalk. The video, which was published by TMZ, led to a swift backlash. His record label suspended his contract. Major radio chains pulled his music from the playlist. His songs were removed from featured playlists. He was dropped from his talent agency. Wallen later apologized for his actions and met with leaders from Black Music Action Coalition.
Yeah, no.
Did the dropping the N-bomb actually help Morgan Wallen's career? Is that what did?
Kinda, yeah. I don't know. Sorta.
Then he did like country rap songs.
Yeah, I mean, like, come on. I didn't know.
Dude, what if that made him popular? Like, wait, who's saying the N-word? And then you're like, I'm gonna go check out. Well, this shit kind of slaps, dude.
Well, can I be honest? Like, here's the thing that's kind of important about this. Let's talk about race relations, because I think there's a bigger picture here, dude. He literally has done songs now with like he has a song out like currently with like Lil Wayne and maybe
it's Miami
or something. Dude,
it's like, Miami.
Okay, clearly they're not that offended. Maybe they don't know. I don't know, Ryan. Maybe they just don't know. Maybe they didn't see the news.
Lil Wayne doesn't believe in racism, David, because his own kind stepped over him when he. You ever hear the Lil Wayne story? Did you know about this?
Amazing, Bob.
Yeah, Lil Wayne.
He was like ODing or something, wasn't he?
Dude, he shot himself in the chest when he's like 13 years old.
That's right.
Cops came in and they were all black except one guy, and they all stepped over him and said, "No, fuck that kid. We're here to get drugs. He's like, dude, this kid is fucking shot and is still alive. Bob picked him up, put him in the car, drove him to the hospital, drove right to the ER, walked in and said, "Get this kid a doctor." Like, "Yes, sir." He's like, "No, get him a doctor now." And he fucking walked him into put him in a fucking like he wasn't taking no. Like, save this kid's life now. It was Lil Wayne. And Lil Wayne said since that day, racism to me doesn't exist because my own skin color stepped over me. And it was a white man that saved me. Uncle Bob, he still talks to him every day. Talks to him like weekly or whatever he is. I never knew that Wayne story. You ever see Inside the Music? It used to be on TV. I'm so dated as a man, David.
No.
Inside the Music. It was one of my favorite programs they ever had on like those fucking TLC shit, fucking cable shows. But they would like break down like artists and how they got there. And they would like show you their life. And I watched that interview. And after that, I'm like, wow. Like, I appreciate Wayne in retrospect. But at the time, I was so in my own type of hip hop that I just was like, fuck Young Money. They're like the popular, they were like the popular rap and like mainstream rap at the time. And I don't get down with me.
I guess depending on when you were into it, because like when I first started listening to Lil Wayne, because I grew up.
I mean, I heard the Drought 3 in fucking 8th grade, David. We got down on the hottest motherfucker under the sun.
That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of his stuff was not the popular mainstream stuff. In fact, even to this day, I think if you were to define Lil Wayne's career, it's not defined around popular mainstream music. I mean,
I think he's more popular and relevant because he
put
Drake and Nicki on.
Sure, for sure. But like his music himself, dude, he was like a deep underground, did all these mixtapes and shit. Like, dude, he was
Remixed
pretty
100
not
songs in 1 year.
mainstream. Crazy. I grew up really appreciating him. He was one of my favorites growing up.
He did such a crazy
Still
mixtape
is, I
last
would
year.
say.
And 50 Cent
He's
too at the time. Crazy mixtape run.
But my point in saying that is because of that, I actually knew that story forever ago because it wasn't like a secret or anything. But if you didn't follow him, you wouldn't have known that story. So yeah, that's. But talk race relations. Like, I don't know. Do black people care that much? Clearly not. They're doing music with them.
David, can I say something?
Of course.
I have black friends I've met at the bar. I've definitely said the N-word in front of them. They laugh every time, and they love it. I'm not dropping it hot out there, but it's like comedic timing.
Yeah.
It crushed last weekend, dude. You know?
What I've noticed is there's a level of respect if you are willing to say it, because it's ballsy. Let's admit it's ballsy to, unless you have a real good relationship with somebody, to kind of just drop it. It's ballsy. I think I told the story in here the one time, but I had a black friend growing up, and this isn't the I can't be racist. I had a black friend. I'm just stating this for the sake of the story. And the one time, me and him and a couple other people are hanging out, and he's like, "Come on, man, say it." I'm like, "Say what?" He's like, "Say it. I know you say it. Just say it now." I'm like, "Say what?" And the funny thing was, like, I literally don't, like, we make jokes and stuff. I literally don't say it. I just don't feel the need to say it. It's not like I'm scared to say it. I just don't. So like, say it, man. So I did. I said it. And I hard R'd that bitch.
The hard R, dude.
Oh, hard R'd that bitch. And he's like, "Meh." And then he's like, "No, I'm fucking with you. I don't care."
I never dropped the ER, David. It's always the GG, you know?
Hard R'd that thing.
I definitely hard R'd. We hard R'd when we were teenagers, dude.
Did you ever hear Tate when he's kind of like, you know, like how he has that little like attitude to it when he says it? Like, that's how it was hard R, emphasis like, on R.
Nah, like that.
Ryan, on the show today. Crazy.
It's awesome.
But I guess part of the reason that works though is because, like, if they know you well enough, they know you're not actually racist, then like it's really no harm at all.
I also think we've come to like the place that's like truly racist people. Like it's almost funny because it's stupid. You know, it's like who's fucking racist anymore? You know, like we all graduated from hating blacks to hating the trans. You know what I mean? So it's like
on the show today, Ryan.
I had a trans nurse the other day, dude. I was gonna ask the doctor.
Hold on, because we actually I
didn't know it was a boy or girl. I almost wanted to ask.
Ryan, speaking of Berlin drag queen on the show today.
Seriously? I predict the future. I'm telling you. I am the algorithm.
We're going to talk about Candace Owens. Ted Cruz, Israel. Interesting comment from Ted Cruz. Intelligence based. Tucker, ID. I think we have another Freudian slip that I've caught. And apolitical marriages. Ryan. What would you like to lead with?
Apolitical marriages, because that makes no fucking sense to me. I don't even know what that means.
Marriages where the two people have different views politically.
It literally will. It.
What?
Do you know, David? When you
there's a reason. There's a reason I brought it up.
Is there a video? There's
there's yes.
All right, I will wait. I will gladly wait on this one. Oh, no wonder you're apolitical. No, I'm just kidding. You know what? Fuck him.
Hi. This is my first TikTok. TikTok. I'm kind of nervous to post this, but I'm just wondering if there's anyone else out there.
First of all, your first TikTok being about what you're about to watch is fucking crazy.
Like me, who is married to a MAGA.
A MAGA?
I have been thinking about
I think she meant
leaving since the election.
Magger?
And
Magger?
We ended up going to counseling, which honestly really doesn't help because I'm not going to change my views, and he's not going to change his views. I don't really see any other way out of this except for divorce. I don't know what to do. It's painful.
Is it?
I still love him.
Do you?
And I honestly did think that once
we'd be together forever. That you could change
this crazy person took office and all of these things started happening to our country, which they are now.
Real quick, look, I'm sure you know the meaning of this. Look to her left.
Yeah, he's a veteran.
Well, he's not necessarily a veteran.
Well,
but
somebody was.
The folded flag means a veteran who died in battle.
Somebody did.
My husband would see it, and he would say, damn. Maybe not even admit he's wrong, but just, damn, no, I'm not on this side. But he appears to be doubling down and making excuses for what is going on.
Yeah.
And I don't know, okay. I can't...
He stands for what he believes in.
I live in reality.
Oh, okay. Live in reality, but I'm posting on the internet.
World and live in reality and also live in this fantasy.
But I'm on the internet?
Everything is fine. Is anyone with me?
Nope. This is... I gotta be honest. I'll do a quick little thing and then you can go here. I've changed completely my thoughts on this over the past couple of years because I used to think for the longest time, and by the way, when I preface what I'm about to say, I don't think you have to agree 1,000% with the other person completely all the time, always, for it to work. With that said, I used to think this could work, like the complete opposite political viewpoints getting together because maybe they have other... But because,
maybe if you're Trump on it.
But because politics, culture, just in general, have all merged into one thing, this no longer works. It absolutely can't work because what we're talking about at this point, the parties are so split. We're talking, and by the way, I'm not saying the Republican and Democratic parties, the mainstream parties are split. I'm saying their voters are split. It is complete, polar opposite, total 180 worldview differences at this point. There is no realm where a MAGA person and this person can, whatever her views are, apparently she thinks it's a deal breaker, can ever be together and make it work. It will never work because I'm telling you, it's intertwined and tied together at this point. We're talking about complete worldview differences, not just politics, not just I like Clinton, you like Bush.
I mean, it's very obvious, right, that we see the world literally in a different perspective, right? Like to further elaborate on you, David, it's not just like this isn't just like I picked my favorite sports team, which is what everybody thought politics was. And it was just, I picked my sports team that agrees with the thing that I want out of the government the most, right? Which was free healthcare, free college, less gun, whatever it is, more gun rights, right? That was my thing. I picked my team over gun rights, right? Initially.
And this also isn't minor political issues like you believe in a 7% tax rate and I believe in a 12%
it's a
tax rate. We're talking completely different things.
Yeah, yes. Abortion.
Like should we be able to kill our children is a big deal. That's a worldview difference.
Yeah, or like I would almost wager if you were to ask that man if he thinks divorce is okay, he would say no. Right?
Oh,
like
Michael Knowles.
You know, like I'm not necessarily saying that, but if she's saying we're at like this offer. Also, I think it's I live in reality post on the internet is so true. You know what I mean? Because like David, like we've said on this program, I do this in public. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I did this before I did it on the internet, right? So like when I'm out there pissing people off in real life, I was getting real feedback of like, hey, this amount of people just don't agree with me, right? Like I was getting literal inputs from it's not a comment section, not a fucking thumbs up, not if you like the video, share the video shit. Like I was getting direct correlate. I lost jobs, I got judged, I lost family, I lost friends. Like direct, I used to go to my friends' bonfires and get in arguments about politics with friends I've known for 15 years because we literally see the world as a different thing. And I would always champion it, be like, yeah, dude, I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to unfriend you because of political beliefs. Now, in our experience, David, the liberals are very less tolerant than Republicans, in my experience. I'm broad brushing the entire spectrum of America here, David. Obviously, I can do that. But in my experience, the more open people tend to be Republican leaning, libertarian leaning at least, which, let's be honest, libertarian is a liberal, socially conservative economically. It's the joke, right? I want it'd be trans now. I want trans to protect their pot plants with automatic rifles from the government, right?
That was the Austin Peterson line that he wanted gay farmers to protect their pot plants with automatic machine guns or something. Yeah, it was we're completely butchering, but yeah.
But the idea was like black, brown, Muslim, I don't care, leave me alone, live and let live, right? Like don't the porcupine, don't tread on me. But yeah, it's you short of religion, the only other thing that you can like anchor yourself to in somebody is your values, right? And your core principles. And a lot of the times, history, religion, politics, right, David, equals common sense, which now is culture, right? Common sense has become culture or not culture. Because I would wager, David, that as we get further from common sense, we lose our culture, right? So, like, since we see the world at a fundamental difference, like, you have to align. And I would wager, David, that the closer that you can align to agreeing 1,000%, the happier you would be in your relationship. Because let's be honest, agreeing on politics is not your temperament. It's not your character. It's not your big 5 personality traits. It's not how friendly or how open or how, you know what I mean? Like, you can be all those things and still be a Republican or Democrat or liberal, conservative, whatever fucking bullshit label you want. We're all Americans, right, Dave? We're just Americans now. But yeah, and I will say this because who did I hear it from? I think it was, oh man. Well, I've heard this before that actually the thing that's most important is your political beliefs. If you factor outside religion and like education, and I'll go further. Women tend to vote liberal.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
like it's just
the numbers are the numbers. Yeah.
Jordan Peterson relates it to personality because women tend to be more agreeable and they have more empathy. So they want to be able to give people shit because evolutionarily women were the ones taking care of everybody at the tribe when men were fighting war or we were building.
Well, we talked about this earlier last week. We talked about this fairly recently. And actually I slightly curved on this and I think it's more to do with biologics. I think it's more because they are more in need of they're more willing because of the needs to trade security and liberty.
Yeah, because they're the weaker sex.
On the whole, on average. I'm not saying every girl will do that.
Because they are more like to get beat, raped, and pillaged than men. Also, men murdered men. So, like, I didn't even get to hang around.
Which is also, Ryan, to your point, why higher T men tend to be disagreeable, right? But also, they also tend to be what? They tend to be right-leaning.
Right-leaning, because I want to be left the fuck alone.
How many?
And I also want to be left alone.
If you think that's crazy, just ask yourself in your personal life, have you ever seen a like high testosterone man? Oh, I just love Kamala Harris. No, it doesn't exist. It doesn't fucking exist at all.
There are no beards at those rallies, David.
Not a one, except on the trannies.
Yeah, and I mean, I would wager that the only reason men with high testosterone want to be left alone is so that they can create the world that they want for their family. Like the reason, Tate's a prime example. I just caught a video of him. He's like, I have more children than all of you. Get fucked. He's like, I have more wives than all of you. Get fucked. I have $1 billion. I can fly my children anywhere around the world. Get fucked. He's like, I told myself that I will never let anybody tell me what to do. I want to have as many kids as I want, live wherever I want, do whatever I want, do this. And he's like, and it's just because I want to. He's like, I don't want anybody to take anything away from me. And you know what? He's one of the few men on earth, right, David? Back to the whole, because billionaires took the vaccine, I had to. He can just say, get fucked. And now he lives on a boat. There's a reason there's a reason he bought a yacht and not an island like Russell Brand's. I'm just saying. The thing is a mobile, You go get international waters, no laws touch you there. Maybe it's for human trafficking, clearly, David. But Marco Rubio is going to talk about blowing up drug boats as if that's cool. Isn't it crazy they're smoking drug boats in international waters instead of letting them get into America and then blowing them up? Does that not make sense to you?
It does make sense. Well, okay, hold on.
We're completely okay with just murdering people in international waters.
No. But hear me out. Hear me out. The reason you do it is because if they get anywhere near us, now we have to start talking about trials, due process, right? Yeah, smoke them out in internet. I'm not saying I agree with it, but I'm saying if you're going
David,
to
instead
do
of giving me a trial in New York, ship me to Guantanamo Bay because there I don't get a free trial.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck that. You smoke them out in international waters. I'm not saying I agree with it, but I'm saying if that's your plan, that's the only way to execute it. You can't wait till they come here. Now it's messy.
Enemies at the gate, dude, is too late, huh?
Yeah. That's messy now. International waters, blow them up. Gives a shit. They ain't fucking. What are they going to sue you? Who cares? Yeah.
No, you have to look, and I'm not going to speak on relationships as if I'm the expert of what you should do and all this stuff. I will tell you that if you look, I've always said this to like my family when they bring up therapy, right? Because I'm not a therapist and I don't go to therapy. And I'm not a relationship coach, and I'm not the best at relationships. But if you go to the people that all the doctors and all these other biologists go to about relationships and therapy and biology, they all kind of tell you the same. There's only like 5 books that all the therapists read. There's only like 5 or 6 books that all the dating coaches read. Like I'm talking real stuff that transcends fucking people's living in reality online thing that I live in reality, but I post on the internet about my husband. It's so interesting to me. Go talk to him about it. But and they all say the same thing. The Gottmans, all of that. The Gottman Institute of Relationships is the standard. It's like the blue chip stock. The blue chip stock of relationship coaches is the Gottman Institute. They ran the longest study on relationships. They have the 4 horsemen of apocalypse, all this shit. And I've studied this so that I don't keep progressing in my life and failing in relationships the way I did before. You know what I mean? Like it was for self-preservation. It wasn't so I could come out here and tell people how to fucking date people. But, I've shared you guys my journey on here. And then it just naturally went to socioeconomics and biology and psychology and characteristics and big 5 personality trait. Like it kind of naturally progressed into just trying to understand the human condition through human nature, biology, psychology. But you get back to the same thing. You're going to do best with your tribe. Like literally that's as simple as it is. You're going to do closer with the people that are closest to you. As far as your socioeconomics, I mean, they say your best chances is to date somebody, basically your next door neighbor that you grew up, that childhood crush. You know how our grandparents married their childhood crush and they stayed together forever? What the fuck do you think that is? Why do you think that is? Because they had the same kind of life. They had the same kind of parent structure. They had the same kind of religion. They had the same, like it was so similar. The only difference between them was their unique personality differences. But the culture, the area they grew up, the village they grew up in, everybody kind of like jived the same. So it came real easy to you weren't just fucking your neighbor like we do now. You weren't just fucking everybody because I'm trying to find my perfect person. Because we have this ability to choose, and we have this lust and this greed of unlimited choices that we're like, oh, he's got to be this is the 3 6s, right, Dave? 6-inch dick, 6 figures, and 6 feet tall. And then when you run those numbers, like 2% of men on planet Earth have all 3 of those, like on Earth, and that's non-married, and that's not even fit. You know what I mean? And not good in bed. Or kind, or can cook. That's just, you just want dick, money, and height, and you're fucked. Like, nobody will get that. That's a celebrity level man. And everybody's like, nope, that's what I want. So it's like, when you start unpacking this, it's like, and I know also, David, that a lot of people that are single, they say they want all this shit and then you settle. So that's fine. I'm not telling people to settle, or I'm not telling you to not get what you want. But I had to, and we have to understand that, like, you kind of got to get as close to your equal as you can. And that goes with politics. I've fucking told you guys repeatedly. I get in arguments with people in public about politics because they don't like it. How are you going to date that person? Like, serious question. I don't care how hot she is. How the fuck are you going to date that when she's going to go murder your children and you're like, dude, I want kids. I'm like, my body, my choice. Like, the road is going to run the fuck out here, bro. I'm just using that because that's like the most extreme, the easiest to like, that's the easiest divide. Or God or no God. I believe in God and you don't. I don't know if that relationship works. I really don't know. Now, you could be spiritual, right? You could be, the energy. I'm not saying some EDM bitch that trips on fucking mushrooms. But like, you gotta like, you gotta have more in common than you don't. And politics is the thing that is the most decisive and it splits more people apart than anything else we have. Because you know what, David? When I go to a Mexican restaurant, everybody's in that motherfucker. When I go to a concert, everybody's in that motherfucker. Every age group, every ethnicity, every fucking demographic, every generation, every political party, black, white, in between, trans, they're all, I've told you this, we've said this. I believe that music and food are the only things that can unite people, which is why they use it to divide you. That's why they targeted musicians during the political fucking rallies. That's why Beyonce and Eminem, because they know the power behind the worship that goes with the ritual of music and food. I would add religion in there, but religion's so dead now that it's not there. But those are like, God, food, and music are the only things that can bring people together outside of some kind of football team or a political party or a Girl Scouts unit or your local school or, your pickup softball league, your fucking bar league volleyball teams going. Like, that's part of the reason why I still go out, David. I'm not going out to fucking, I know I'm in my 30s. Like, I don't need to go to the bar. I go out to like socialize and see people and like, not that it's like keeping me hip, but dude, I know what's coming down the train track. I'm not just sitting at home watching Netflix getting sidelined. You know what I mean? I was going through screenshots. I didn't share this yesterday. I was going through my phone and emptying out. I have over 10 years of pictures on my phone, and I've been screenshotting for a long time. I found 10 years ago National Geographic and Time magazines that I took in the store that said the next wave of civil liberties is transgender rights. And everybody's like, no, that's crazy, dude. That's just like such a small fringe minority. I had a tranny nurse yesterday. Ryan, get off the internet. That's not reality. I live in reality. Yeah, dude, they're coming to cut your dicks off your kids. You guys are crazy. Okay, tranny nurse. 10 years later, I got a tranny nurse.
Right. What did you, speaking of screenshots, what did you send me? Because it was blurry as hell.
Dude, we have a monetized episode 111 of the weekly show is monetized on Facebook.
Yeah, I keep getting alerts. It's like, enter all your bank information for the monetization reimbursement. I'm like, I don't know about how much.
You don't want Zuckbucks, dude?
Zuckbuck? Yeah, I don't know.
You're just trying to not share revenue. You motherfucker.
Do I want
son of a bitch. I knew it. No, you've been stealing money. You're stealing money from me. Cut the shit. You're stealing money. You're literally leaving my money on the table. You're like, nah, I don't want it. How much is Rubble paying you? Huh? How much is Rubble paying you?
I didn't look.
Help us get to 100,000 people. I'm just 100,000 views. I'm just.
Right. I got this. We're keep moving along here. This is a Freudian slip. Another Freudian slip, Ryan.
It's so funny because the screenshot was of what's the bitch from Hunger Games? What's the girl from Hunger Games?
Everything?
You dorks! You fucking go read a book. What? You fucking.
That's her name.
I know the actors. Jennifer Lawrence. She's hot. The Jennifer Lawrence.
Wood.
Girl.
Yes, Wood.
Yeah. Wood.
Super Wood.
Dude, Dude, it's so crazy. I'm like, what? Superwood? Is that how we say it now? Superwood. Fucking cream hardener, dude.
Fuck. Wow.
I love that you guys both said the character.
Yeah,
as if
great.
I give a fuck about the bitch that kills her sister in the story. Right, the only Hunger Games movie I saw, the only Hunger Games movie I ever saw, I fucked through.
Okay, well, go back through and don't fuck through them. I'm telling you, they're great.
Give a fuck.
They're good. I'm not going to
say.
I'm not saying.
Listen,
I'm going to be clear.
Mockingjay. What's the bird?
I'm not saying Mockingjay. I'm not saying
fucking go watch Harry Potter, dude.
I'm not saying Harry Potter level. I'm not saying Lord of the Rings level, but it's fucking good. It's absolutely worth a watch.
Dave, of course it's worth a watch. They were pre-programming me for global government to murder my fucking friends. It was the Squid Games, basically.
But Ryan, it's the opposite. It's the opposite.
Of what, David?
The whole point is they're trying to take down the global government, Ryan.
David,
global government.
Dave, I wouldn't have to take down anything if global government wasn't trying to fucking exist. What?
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like this takes place in a future where it already exists. She's fighting against the global government.
Fighting against by joining them and being picked as their favorites because she can shoot a fucking bow and arrow. Well, she was sponsored by the rich people, David.
I don't want to ruin it or anything, but I could
ruin a movie that's been out for 15 years and a book that's been out for 20.
Watched it because
I'm not. I could care less. I'm not watching Jennifer Lawrence fucking shitty acting. I'll watch her fuck Chris Pratt. Right. And what was that movie that her and Chris Pratt were stuck in a fucking? The robot woke him up, and then he wanted to just fuck her, so he woke her up early.
Excuse me.
I've never seen the movie. I just know the plot. Fucking greatest storyteller of all time, David. Look up the Chris Pratt Jennifer Lawrence movie.
I'm not looking up. Chris Pratt wants to fuck Jennifer Lawrence, Ryan.
I didn't say you had.
He wakes her up to fuck her.
Passengers.
What are you talking about?
Passengers.
What?
Frozen cryogenic.
They're Look, he wakes up. I think the robot wakes him up or something.
He's frozen and he gets woken up.
He gets woken up and then he's like, "Oh shit, I'm on a boat or on a ship in the middle of space alone with a robot, and there's a super hot girl in a container." And he wakes her up and he lies to her and says, "Yo, dude, it happened to me too." And they fall in love. And then she finds out that he woke her up because he wanted to basically fuck her because she was hot. I'm giving the Ryan spin on this one. But so he loved her through the fucking. He saw her fucking breathing on the glass. I was like, God, she's so hot. I'm gonna wake her up and lie to her. And then she finds out the truth and she's fucking hot about it. I think I don't know what happens after that. Do you know?
I'm gonna make you watch the movie.
I'm not watching a movie. The only movies I'm watching is fucking Oppenheimer and the Nuremberg trials that will happen in 2028.
Wait, hold up. Let's go back to what I have on the screen here, right? Freudian slip. Keir Starmer states it's frustrating having to rummage around in a drawer looking for an old electricity bill just to open a new bank account. Digital ID will make our lives easier. Who's our? Just like your. Who was your yesterday, Ryan? Who's our?
Yeah, your lives.
Is he one of us? Is he our? Is he our people?
Yeah, it's gonna be real easy to track and trace me and tell me I can't go to work.
That's the easier he's looking forward to.
If I say the N-word at the bar, you're gonna tell me I can't go to work the next day. Even though everybody at the bar thought it was awesome and it crushed. I'm not gonna dock their social credit score. You're just gonna dock mine.
Look, as in
Dave, just do me a favor. Just do me a favor. When there is a social credit score and I'm on TV blowing up the fucking social credit score counter in the city of Buffalo, just come get a good lawyer and please bail me out. I am not living in communist China with a social credit score and digital ID. I'm going to have a problem with this. I'm not kidding. I will become a criminal. I will break all their shit. I will go to jail for vandalism. I don't care. I'm not allowing this. It's not going to be easier. The only reason you need to make it easier for me to get identification is for you to track me. It's the only fucking reason. Imagine Hitler with all your iPhone data. I hear all about the Jews, David. I hear all about communist Russia. I hear all about Maoist China. None of them had smartphone data. None of them. They know your fucking heart rate from space. It's going to make our life easier. The fuck you need to... What do you need to be easier? I thought government's not supposed to be in my life like that. Like, the idea of this country is that there's a separation between we the people and the people that represent us. And you're saying it's going to make our lives easier? How about you... Rummaging through the drawer is hard. How about you just, like, write a check like my fucking grandfather did? Or how about, God forbid, I'll share this little story because this is how fucking retarded the world is, David. I go to fucking immediate care, okay? Because I thought I was sick. I don't have a primary doctor because I don't trust doctors. And I'm going to also say why I don't trust doctors at this fucking pencil neck dick. I go in there, no tranny. I didn't see the tranny nurse yet. I go in there like, hey, man, I lost my wallet. All I have is tap to pay on my phone. Do you guys accept tap to pay? Okay? Mind you, they have iPads, computer screens. They have fucking all the state-of-the-art vaccines back there and weight loss drugs. But you can't accept tap to pay in 2025? But I could probably buy Coke from a guy with tap to pay. But I can't get I have health insurance. Like, I pay for my own health insurance. And I still can't fucking use tap to pay. Fine. So I asked him, I was like, do you accept cash? Because I have my driver's license. I don't have my bank card. I lost my wallet. My super sweet wallet, David. I lost it. So I was just going to go to the bank, take cash out to pay for my copay, which is like $50 or whatever. And she's like, no, we don't accept check. And I looked at her. I was like, are you fucking serious? I literally told that to her. Are you fucking serious? She's like, yeah. I was like, how am I going to get medical attention? And she's like, well, we need numbers on the card. I was like, okay. So I like tried opening like my Apple wallet to like see if I could like go to wallet and hit like the fucking little icon for information and try to pull up the fucking. And she's like, you could go to like a Tops or a Walmart and you could get one of those Visa gift cards. So I had to leave immediate care, drive the fucking Tops to get a fucking goddamn gift card when I have health insurance and I have money. You just can't take it, but to make my life easier, you motherfucker. So I got to load a goddamn card, drive back. Now I got the tranny, okay? I got the fucking tranny. And I look at her, I was like, is this good enough? And you know what the fucking Zim-Zo said? I don't know. I said, are you fucking kidding me? The girl comes back to talk to me before. She's like, yeah, that will work. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. I never heard of that before. The fucking flat fucking neck, plastic fucking, oh my God, it's gross. I'm sorry. It's gross. It's gross. You had a dick and you want to get rid of it. It's fucking disgusting. I'm a goddamn man. I can see your fucking jaw. Your hands were the size of mine. Fuck. It pisses me off. And I'm staring at this person. I'm not trying to make them uncomfortable. They, them, zer, them, zozas, the fucking zalabins. I'm not trying to make them uncomfortable, but it's like, it's so fucking confusing. You're triggering so much biology in my fucking head. Not to mention I had to fucking jump through goddamn hoops to not be sick, okay? And to be honest, David, the thing I was worried about was catching fucking swine flu, okay? I was working in pig shit and cow shit for 3 days. I'm like, hey, man, I just want to get looked at to see if I'm carrying fucking pathogens from a goddamn farm. Mind you, David, 5 years ago, I heard about how some magic raccoon fucking sloth dog shit on a fucking kebab and it froze everything ever and now I need digital ID. Okay, fine. But now that a real person was working in pig shit, you're like, it's not that important. What? The only symptom I had, Dave, was diarrhea. So the fucking cocksucker comes in and starts feeling my stomach. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm not bloated. He's like, well, you know, people get diarrhea from door handles, Ryan. And then he tried saying it was like a comp case because I was at work and I told him, I was like, you know, I wasn't wearing PPE, but like, well, if this is a comp case, your insurance might kick it back. They made me but they suggested I take a COVID test because they probably seen I have health insurance so that they can bill my fucking health insurance so that MASH can make fucking money on me, assholes. And then after that, I'm the healthiest person I fucking know, personally. Short of like the other guys at the gym that are way more jacked and probably measure their... The only thing I can do is measure my macronutrients and wear one of those Whoop bracelets. That's all I can do. That's all. The only sugar I have is in my coffee and chocolate milk. You know what I mean? Like, I could tell you, I could write down everything I ate for the last week and a half off memory. You know what I mean? Nobody I know is like that. And you're going to tell me I picked diarrhea up from a fucking door handle. The guy kept gabbing. I told him. I was like, no, dude, stop.
Well, that's
I was like,
personally, honestly, that's why I stopped eating door handles.
I told him, I was like, dude, are you going to... I'm like, I came here for information, not to be told that I got sick from a door handle. God, how did I even get here? Pissed off about the fucking... how did I get here? Anyways, moral of the story, I don't trust doctors. I'm
usually you get here from teleportation, I think. Ryan, speaking of your tranny nurse, we talked about this yesterday, and I saw this, so now I wanted to bring it up. But one of...
Crazy, I forget my train of thought sober, David. Ain't that weird?
One of Berlin's best-known drag queens is under investigation for the distribution and possession of child pornography.
Wait, what?
One of Berlin's best-known drag queens is under investigation for the distribution and possession of child pornography. So
Go
Ryan,
figure.
So Ryan,
would you rather
again
have
asked,
Nazis or trannies raise your kids, David?
I figured it was relevant from the question yesterday. Yeah.
I heard a story about Hitler. Remember how we were like, were the Nazis and the pedophiles? So before the...
Like them young, I guess, Ryan.
Before the SS, there was the SA. Have you heard this?
Sexual assault.
No, it was...
Oh.
Look up what the SA was in pre-World War II Germany. It was the initial thing that Hitler, he wanted to use the SA as his private guard, but he called like the head of the SA in bed with a young boy, and he said, "You guys are fucked in the head in like a cult." And then he invented the SS during the Operation Night of the Long Knives.
This holy shit. The Sturmabteilung, I for no chance I could say that. Storm Detachment or Stormtroopers was the Nazi Party's original...
George Lucas is dope, dude. George Lucas is fucking
wing.
dope, dude.
Notorious for its brown shirted uniforms, earning them the nickname the Brown Shirts. Formed in the chaotic aftermath of World War I, the SA played a pivotal role in Adolf Hitler's ascent to power. Stormtroopers, right?
George Lucas openly came out back then when he made Star Wars and said that he made the helmet of Darth Vader look like the Nazi war helmet. I've heard him say it in interviews. I did not know about the Stormtrooper thing, which makes George Lucas even doper.
That's crazy.
Drag queen tranny. What was the thumbnail this week? We're fucking 43 minutes in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ryan, let's
I need a 4-hour show. We need a 4-hour show.
And then maybe we can play the other two clips. But thumbnail this week was Candace Owens, Ryan. Candace Owens,
this is great.
She did like an off-collar...
Did you see Crowder's reaction to this?
Can I tell you personally, Ryan, on this one? If I'm honest, I gotta say I think I depart from you and Candace on this.
Go ahead, dude. You're gonna wait for global government. You're gonna wait for the global tax.
It has nothing to do with waiting. It's the fact that there's no logical sense why Trump would pair up with Charlie Kirk's wife to kill Charlie Kirk.
I haven't heard all of this yet, but let's go.
Just really needed to just take a breather and really process everything that happened with Charlie and what it kind of means in terms of where we are. And I think it is a circumstance where we just know. We just know that.
Is she fresh faced, no makeup right now?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Huh. Right.
I do love the approach of like I hate prefacing shit. Can I just say this? Two quick prefaces, okay? I generally like Candace Owens, and I think she means well. And I also think us and Candace Owens are a little similar in that we kind of go on gut instincts and feelings and trusting your instincts and all these things. And that's all fine, obviously, because we do it all the time. That's fine. But sometimes certain levels of claims, I think gut instinct is a good starting point to getting into maybe trying to find more. And maybe this is the place she's in, and because she's so public, maybe her finding out phase has been messy because she does it publicly as a show. I don't know. I'm trying to like piece this all together. But she's gonna say like, I just feel like, Ryan, men think, women feel. I just feel like, and that's fine that she feels like, but this is a big swing with pretty much no reason to think this, just in my opinion.
Can I preface one thing?
You just know that he was
okay.
Truly betrayed in one of the most egregious ways that I think I've ever seen. It has made me lose faith in politics. It has made me fully lose faith in Trump. And my heart aches for the fact that he gave so much of his life to Trump and to politics. And they just were like, nope, that is it. It serves us or it doesn't serve us, and we want to move on. And so here's a holiday. Bro, if they try to give me a holiday, what is with them giving people a holiday after they kill them? Why is that a thing? You know what I mean? They're like, oh, Martin Luther King, what about this holiday? What about this boulevard? Anyways, let me knock it off. Like, they're going to give Charlie Kirk a boulevard. They already did. They did in Israel. They gave him freaking boulevard. It's like, as soon as they give you a boulevard and a holiday, they definitely killed you. Okay, there's no question. They killed you. There's no way. That's like their signature thing. It's like that's what they do. They rub it in your face. Signature. It's how they sign off after they murder you. They're like, holiday and a boulevard. And it's never on a nice side of town either. Like Charlie Kirk Boulevard is not going to be a nice side of town.
No.
Anyways, I will be back on the 27th with you guys. Thank you guys for all the support throughout these couple of weeks, these last really kind of 6 weeks since Charlie died. And we will see you guys then.
6 weeks, devil number, David.
Is it possible also? I don't want to like only dwindle it down to this, because like she could have a lot of insider information that she's not putting out there. I don't know. But can I put this possibility out there? At least based on her accounts and some history that I've seen and stuff. It seems like Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk were relatively close at some point in life. And whether they drifted apart or whatever, I don't know. But it seems like they were relatively close. And for how long, I'm not sure. But like, if they were really close for quite some time, and something like this happened so publicly where everybody could see it, do you think there's trauma there? I don't want to like claim she's going through like a mental breakdown or anything, but do you think that would like completely change the way you're going to observe something when you're that close to it?
If I thought my best friends, if I thought like your lady got you whacked by somebody, I would not let up, David. It would only strengthen my beliefs, especially if I had proof. I wouldn't be willingly bankrupt, right? She could be bankrupt. She has a family, husband, and children. Like, she could probably do jail for this, right? Trump has sued journalists. Alex Jones has to pay GDP of countries.
And that's what I'm saying, because she's so close to it. Now, like, I don't know. For me, from far away, let's call it 30,000 feet, right? I'm so far away from this. But for me, I'm looking at everything surrounding the Charlie Kirk
Serena Williams advertising Ozempic is the biggest fucking con ever.
We talked about this.
Oh, my God.
For me personally, as far away as I am from this, just looking at everything I've looked at with the Charlie Kirk assassination, nothing to me makes sense about his wife killing him. Why?
$1 billion?
She was with him, Ryan. She didn't get the money. She didn't have any access to Charlie Kirk's
life insurance policy. Life insurance policy.
Ryan, they were fucking millionaires.
Right. So what's the life insurance policy on a millionaire, David?
less than what they were going to make 10 years from now.
No way.
Ryan, she's not killing him to make a couple extra $1 million when they're already fucking millionaires. There's no fucking way. There's zero chance.
Bro, somebody calls you, we kill your kids or your husband. You have to pick one.
That's not her killing somebody. That's putting her in an ultimatum.
Okay, so ultimatums led to his death still then.
That's fine. Then who put her in the ultimatum? And then what's the logic? Like someone told her to hire somebody to hit him? What does that even mean? What the fuck's the point of that?
Can I just...
And then Candace Owens, Trump's related to this. So did Trump tell his wife to hire somebody to kill him? What is, I don't understand what the theory is here. It doesn't make sense to me.
Can I just segue real quick and we'll go back to this? It's still related. Do you believe that guy was able to take apart the gun, put it back together, take it apart and put it back together?
I don't understand why people think he took apart the gun and put it back together and took it apart and put it together.
Because that was the official narrative. And they have them on different screens.
The official story I heard was he had it apart, he put it together, he jumped off the roof with it tucked in a towel. From everything I've read, the impact off the ground is what bumped and knocked the scope back because people saw the scope and they went, he would have shot himself in the eye. We'd had a black eye. I've seen, to be honest with you, I've seen enough in the official story, not that I full out believe it and not that I'm cutting off possibility to other things being possible. But to me, the official story makes complete sense.
So did the magic bullet, David. The magic bullet made sense.
It makes no sense because it made
sense then. Dude,
no, American people defied physics, Ryan.
Oh, it did defy physics in 1950.
No, physics were the same. It still can't do that.
I'm not waiting. They killed that guy.
Who's they?
I don't know. If I knew, the Jews, David, clearly. It's always the Jews.
Why would it be the Jews? He was pro-Israel. Publicly, it doesn't matter privately. Publicly, he was pro-Israel. Why would they kill him? This is what I'm saying. I'm trying to follow this in a logical sense because that's how I operate. And to me, nothing makes sense. And again, I'm not closed off to the possibility.
She wanted the spotlight, not him.
Why couldn't she had her own show?
She's pulling the Alicia Curry thing, Aisha Curry thing.
Aisha Curry's a boss bitch. This is a Christian fucking girl who fucking is the
Christians can't be corrupted, David. Where's the devil go first, David?
I didn't say they can't be corrupted. I'm saying
so where's the devil go first?
She had her own show, Ryan.
Oh, it got a lot more popular after he died. Her and Megyn Kelly had 1 billion views.
Once.
It's 1 billion views, dude. That's
it was unbelievable. Once, there's no long-standing popularity with her.
We're still talking about this.
We're still talking about Charlie.
Okay.
To me, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. And then to have Trump in this, how does Trump have anything?
Dude, every man, I would wager dude, Samson in the Bible fucking lost his strength because a prostitute cut his hair off when he was sleeping.
I don't even know what that means.
It's the story in the Bible, David.
I know, but what does that relate to this?
Women fuck over men all the time.
But I know I'm not doubting the possibility a woman would fuck over a man. I'm saying why would she in this specific situation? And I don't think to me, it doesn't make sense. It's for popularity.
David,
she had a show that was popular.
You're going to ask why the people that drink blood from children and fucking do satanic rituals and fucking take drugs to talk to entities off world are going to shoot some guy in front of his wife.
Well, I don't suspect. I mean, it's always possible, but I don't think.
I'm not saying, dude. At some point, compartmentalization takes over, and she's just a patsy. I'm not sure. If I had to flip a coin on if she did it or not, I don't know where it would land. I know I said until I'm proven otherwise, I think she killed him. It's partly for theatrics. But to be honest with you, what makes the most sense? The guy shooting him? Fine. But causality does not mean actuality. That's fine. The idea, I know people grieve different. I know she was getting a lot of slack with the way she was so smiley, it seemed. And then I also know that, if you got shot, David, I wouldn't let them see me sweat. Like, I can understand a lot of that. But maybe Candace Owens was sucking his dick. You know, I mean, really, I don't fucking know. I'm like, maybe they were all fucking each other. Maybe all these Christian people aren't really that humble.
This is again, these are all very possible possibilities. But what I'm saying is, here's the other problem I have. Okay, we kind of talked about this a little bit, and she did put up a little bit. But Candace Owens was coming out and making all these claims. Again, I like Candace Owens, and I understand where she's coming from when she does this. But she'll drop a claim and say, I have the receipts, and then not drop receipts. Now, she did drop receipts recently. We covered it on the show where she showed that text message. She said, I got receipts. I'm warning you, TPUSA, I got receipts. And she dropped them. And again, the moving goalposts. She dropped the receipts. They said, oh, those are probably fake. Somebody from TPUSA says, no, these are actually real. Let me catch this head on. Oh, they were real, but they don't really mean that much. Okay, well, they meant a lot, so much that you were claiming they were fake. So I just want to know why, if she thinks this, why? If it's just gut instinct, fine. I'm not against that. We do it all the time. But I think I need to see more before I'm personally convinced. That's all I'm saying. I'm not against her having gut instincts. We have gut instincts.
What would require you to change your position? What type of evidence would you need to see? Hold on. Let's say he had an affair on the campaign trail one time when she wasn't there, and she's like, "Fuck this motherfucker, I'm killing him."
Seems possible, but pretty extreme reaction. Although I don't know her personally, that certainly wouldn't be something that's never happened in the history of the world.
I mean,
without knowing her, I would think that would be extreme for most people. Not that it's.
I know I always fall back on blowjobs and cheating wives and stuff, but you know, I know that's my life experience, so I'm not fucking broad brushing all of this stuff. But I think more people are fucking, and it fucks everything up than you think. Like, I mean, truly, you know, a third of extramarital affairs happen at the workplace. They start at the workplace. Third.
That honestly, to me, that makes sense because, I mean, really, like, if you have if you have a home life where you're at home most of the time, when you're not at home, where are you? You're at work. So I guess that's where they would take place. In theory, that kind of makes sense.
Well, it's also, I mean, it's a place of bonding, right? You're solving.
I bet, Ryan, honestly, I bet pre-social media, it was fucking 4/5 was at the workplace. Because where the fuck else are you're going to go to the grocery store and just find somebody?
Dave, how many times do we see salesmen and women hook up, David?
Yeah.
A couple are married now, David, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. That's pretty commonplace.
That's where the billionaires are. Why am I thinking? If I'm just taking my little microcosm here in little Buffalo, New York, David, with the top 1% of people that I knew the top 1% of people in this area. I'm just taking that small sample size and I'm just scaling it. Dude, Charlie Kirk could have fucked anybody. You know how many college kids he could have fucked? Think about it. And he can write on in this legacy, a good Christian man. You know how many fucking pastors are getting blowjobs from the nuns? I mean, we are just flesh, Dave. We are just beasts of flesh. We do have urges. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm fucking purer than these people, because I am not.
Let me take your theory farther, okay? Because originally you said, well, what if he had an affair once and she shot him?
Yeah.
Had him killed or something. Once would be striking to me, not impossible, but I'd be shocked. What if it was every time he went to a college campus, he was doing some crazy shit? Maybe. Now that starts to make a little more sense, and she found out about it. I don't know. Maybe it was with Candace Owens who kind of potentially pinpointed that. That would be fucking wild.
She likes white dudes, David. She likes white Christians.
If that certainly was the case, I do suspect she would have receipts. Maybe she doesn't want to do that publicly. I don't know.
If Candace Owens was fucking her, I don't think she would be the way she is because it would be her undoing as well. So I think that's kind of got a vaulted ceiling to it in theory, anyways.
Maybe. I don't know.
I will say this. I said it at the time, though. I think it was Friedrich Nietzsche, one of the fucking greatest philosophers ever, whoever. He said, the more perfect people are on the outside, the more they're trying to mask on the inside. Now, I'm not saying that he couldn't be this amazing. I'm not saying that. But Martin Luther King had prostitutes, dude.
Yeah. Well, this
George Washington owned slaves.
This is the other thing.
I have yet to hear about the negative, dark. Where's Charlie Kirk's shadow?
Well, this is where part of it is a little messy too, because it's like none of that has come out yet. Not saying it can't come out, or won't come out or whatever. Well, that's the thing. So, like, was he actually, truthfully, and this is very possible, was Charlie Kirk actually like one of the greatest men on planet Earth?
Jesus?
Like, literally just like this perfect, like, just God-fearing, God-loving, just this Christian, just this very even-keeled, calm, laid-back, nice guy.
And is that why it's hard to even
perfect
believe
family.
It? Right? Like, that's why I have a hard time, even though I believe in God and all that, I have a hard time believing that a man could even be that.
Because we've never met. It's like we never met that guy.
Yeah,
right?
It'd be like it's like meeting fucking Superman. Like, literally Clark Kent's right there. You're like, that ain't Clark Kent. You'd be like, dude, it looks just fucking like him. I watched him fucking circumvent the globe in one jump. Nah, that ain't Superman.
There could be a little bit of that.
I said it then. I said, I want to be wrong, dude, but where's his shadow? We heard Michael Jordan, Tom Brady. Like, how many great people? That guy had more access to shit than anybody else. He's at the dude. Nothing is more polarizing than politics. Because it's based in power. That guy was in the power structure. And he was going to the seats of education, the next level of power structure. The only one under that is the medical corridor, David, and then the military, obviously. But that's it, dude. It's about the power. He was in the power structure as this Christ-like figure. Get out of here. The way you're celebrated in death cannot be the way you were celebrated in life. Dude, they crucified Jesus. Well, that's why they shot Charlie Kirk. Really? I mean, did they? Like, but did he get shot because he was Jesus, or did they shoot him because they didn't believe him or they didn't agree with him? I don't believe that guy was that great. There's no fucking way. No one is that perfect. That guy never got a traffic ticket. He always said please and thank you. He prayed every night. Never missed a prayer. Always kissed his mom goodbye. When's it end? Where's the myth? Because it's a myth now. The dude's life ain't even real. The stories aren't. He's a mythological being now. He's baked into the psyche of Americans as a myth. It's not a real person. Charlie Kirk isn't even a tangible thing. He's literally not even here. But the thing we're talking about isn't even real. It's like a comic book character. It's not real. The origin story doesn't add up to the man. He'd have to have one hell of a pastor growing up, David. He'd have to, like, you know how many things would have to be fucking right for him to be that righteous? Who was his fucking dad? Aristotle? Let me guess, he learned from Plato how to read fucking Greek too, right? And he was Alexander the Great's right-hand soldier? His neck is so strong it protected. Come on. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he was that great. I would love to be wrong about him literally being like a modern Christ. That'd be dope. But I doubt it. I got more faith in my father doing a 360 in his life than Charlie Kirk being a modern Christ. Sorry. And honestly, anybody going along with this, that he was a great guy. He did nothing wrong. I'm all in agreement. We said it there. The guy did nothing wrong. I agree. But this whole thing of like,
yeah, we both basically said that we're more deserving of his fate than he was.
Yeah, he was the fucking. You're shooting
I'd understand. If it was me, I'd understand. I'd be like,
I was expecting
I get it.
Me and Dave. I was expecting it from me and Dave and the people that I hang out with. Not this fucking dork. You shot the pumpkin spice guy. You spot this basic bitch conservative. Not to discredit his legacy, obviously, but it was like to paint this image of like what the fuck are we talking about? But this guy's a myth. Like, you can't separate. That's why even Candace, dude, I saw Crowder's reaction to this. Crowder, shut the fuck up, dude. I love you, but shut the fuck up. For all you know, she has the shit. She left the King Jew's office. What are you talking about? The same Daily Wire that you said had all these fucking 360 deals and mastered, like, modern slavery with streaming?
I will say,
this is dangerous. He's right. It is dangerous. It is dangerous to lump the president into a set. I agree, Crowder. Great. But let's get back. Maybe Candace does have it. But it takes a while. Maybe she's getting.
I will say in a moderate bit of defense for Crowder here. Maybe it's a little personal. I mean, don't forget Candace was the one who was part of leaking this video, that the Ring doorbell camera that came out, and then wanted to have his wife on the podcast to trash Crowder's name because, God forbid, a married couple had a fight. So I don't know, maybe it's a little personal. Maybe he's like, all right, but that's maybe exactly. It's Crowder kind of like, haha, fuck you, Candace.
Exactly. Crowder had to confront his shadow, and everybody's seen the shadow, and it was embarrassing because he tried to hide his shadow. Where's Charlie Kirk's? Dude, you're telling me that guy, hot 20-year-old college kids? I know his wife's very beautiful, but she ain't hot and 20 and no kids, dude. Ain't nothing like that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I would do it either. Look, I have fucking boundaries. Like, I get it. I'm a man, though. But I'm not a millionaire famous man. That has literal... people would hang on the edge of their seats and do whatever he said politically. They would vote and wait. Dude, these people would vote. They would buy a house. They would buy a 401k stock. They would buy Bitcoin. Anything that guy said. They would buy his books. Like, how much power are we attributing to one man here? And how much are we not? Because what I keep hearing in all this, we're forgetting how much influence that guy had. And I'm not talking like moving the political needle. I mean, no, influence over the people that followed him. You're telling me he didn't get any panties thrown at him, dude? There's no conservative girls wanting to fuck him. Like, think about it. How come we're the only ones saying that? This guy's a multimillionaire, college campuses, not around his family for weeks at a time. He's not going to jerk off, right? Because he's a good Christian boy, David. Never looked at porn, right, Charlie Kirk? Fucking liars. Liars. I can't believe it. I don't. I won't. Because the more perfect you are on the outside, the more you're hiding on the inside. I have a hard time believing this guy is that perfect. That's why I believe, I'm not saying that it is his wife once again. I'm just saying that's why dude, there's something. Candace Owens has an iceberg. We're just seeing the top third.
That's the annoying part, though, because if that is the case, what are you waiting for?
It's the same thing with Alex, dude. Those people with the sources could get killed.
I don't know.
Also, how many people are not going to? How many people are not going to speak out after they watch that guy get shot in the fucking neck, David?
I want her to speak out. This is the thing. This is what's annoying, and I'm going to say this. I don't know. Maybe it's not the best way to say this, but if Candace Owens has something, then say it and show me. And if you don't have anything, shut up. And I'm not saying she's not allowed to have an opinion or anything. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, if this is all based on the fact that you have this big, outrageous information somewhere, then fucking let me see it. Or if it's a hunch, if it's a feeling, a gut feeling, just tell everyone you think it's a feeling. Like, I don't know, this feels wrong. We've kind of said this on this show. Like, I don't know, there's parts of this that make sense, but like, I'm open to it. Some things don't make sense. We talked about the neck thing. Like, okay, now I'm skeptical. Like, I kind of believed it. Now I'm skeptical because you said his neck was made of fucking uranium, I guess. I don't know. Like,
Clark Kent's neck, dude.
Like, what are we talking about? But maybe it's true, Ryan, because it was, to your point, perfect Charlie Kirk. Maybe he's got adamantium in his fucking veins or whatever the fuck Wolverine had. I'm not a comic book guy.
Adamantium.
I always get that and adrenochrome mixed up. I don't know.
Adamantium's in babies, David?
I don't like I have stuff, I have receipts, and then not showing receipts. If you don't have receipts, then just say you don't have receipts, and it's my gut feeling. If you do have receipts, let me see the receipts. If you're scared of showing the receipts because you're scared for your life, then I suggest you stop talking about it. Or if you're scared for your source's life, then cover your source, I guess. There's got to be some way to do that.
Okay, then what about
this? Give me something. Give me something to go off of. Give me why you feel that way, and then let's talk about it. But don't. She's really,
what about her?
Seems like she's dancing around the outside of this.
What about her whole notion about that they only give you a holiday and a boulevard if they killed you?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess
they allowed Lincoln to get shot by John Wilkes Booth.
Hold on, I can counter that a little bit. They don't give holidays and boulevards to people who don't matter, and they don't assassinate people who don't matter. So maybe that just.
But all the people that are named in all of these towns, villages, and everything were killed by the government, found in the court of law.
Okay.
MLK, JFK, Malcolm X.
JFK, at least publicly, they still stayed as a mystery. Now, me and you personally, I know
medical corridor declassified document under the Trump administration. John F. Kennedy was shot more than once. He was shot in the front, not from the side. The medical corridor ruled that in the fucking 50s at what is the fucking John Hopkins? Is that the medical facility that all the presidents go to in Maryland? But
yeah. So yeah, I say he was killed by the CIA, but publicly it's still the same old story. I mean, yeah, the magic bullet and all that. So I mean, that one doesn't technically make sense. MLK, is he openly admitted killed by the CIA? Because again, I think he was killed.
The government was found lawfully conspiring to murder Martin Luther King in a court of law by his family in like 2014, 2012. Actually, can you look that up just so photographic memory, see if it still works? I'm going to say it's 2012 or 2013.
MLK family suit.
Sues government.
MLK killed by government or something. I don't know. I'm just really throwing that out there. 1999 civil lawsuit conspiracy verdict. Conspiracy. How is it a conspiracy if it's a verdict? The query appears to reference a long-standing claim about a lawsuit filed by Martin Luther King Jr.'s family alleging U.S. government involvement in the 1968 assassination. This stems from a specific trial in 1999, often cited in discussions of conspiracy theories surrounding King's death. Below, I'll break down the key facts. MLK was assassinated. Yeah, we know.
No,
hold on.
A judge ruled.
The 1999 lawsuit, King family versus Lloyd Jowers. I think I'm looking for more of a. The verdict found in a civil context lower burden of proof than a criminal case, that it symbolically held the government implicated in a conspiracy via the jury's phrasing. However, no specific agencies, FBI, CRA, were named as defendants, tried, or proven liable. Only vague reference to others. Skeptics, including journalists like Gerald Posner, called it a rubber stamp for the family's views, nothing the trial's lack of adversarial rigor. The verdict aligns with documented government hostility towards King. It fueled books, documentaries, and theories, but it hasn't altered official history or led to Ray's exoneration.
Yeah, so I was wrong.
Yeah,
I thought I knew. I thought there was a verdict in something in the 2000s.
I don't think the government's ever gonna admit or find itself guilty of assassinating public political figures.
Well, clearly, David, the people with the heart attack gun from the committee church hearings in the 80s aren't going to ever get caught.
No chance.
I guess.
Again, I'm open to all possibilities, but as of now, until I see something, I can have gut instincts too. I mean, there's stuff about this that doesn't make sense, but when you have something that doesn't make complete sense, but the alternatives are things that, in my opinion, make less sense, I have to go with the thing that doesn't make sense, right? Because for me personally, I'm just taking the thing that makes the most sense, even if it doesn't make sense at all. So for me, I'm going official narrative until I hear something that makes more sense. To me, the guy was running around talking about anti-transgender. The guy was transgender, radical, fucking shot him. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Is it possible that he fucking walked around campus with a gun? Nobody saw him, walked up to a roof on a couple stairs that was completely unwatched by all the security, fired away in an open, clear way, got away without anybody seeing him after he shot a gun on a campus? I don't know. Charlie Kirk's neck is made of fucking vibranium. All these things don't make sense
Captain America
to me.
shield, David. Good job.
All these things don't make sense to me. But until I hear something that makes more sense than that, it's what I have to do.
I will say, now that I think about it, a guy walking around a college campus with a gun and not being stopped, with some of the things we've seen recently over the last few years of like people getting stabbed and people just film it. There's enough pussy ass people in college that would allow that to happen, and they just would sit there and be like, I was just so scared. Guys, relax, calm down. Fucking douchebag. What more is there to say? Until the next headshot, David. Dave Ryan, December 1773. Catch us on Rumble for the greatest podcast in human history. And hopefully on YouTube or Facebook when Dave actually allows me to get monetized. Help me get to 100,000 views on Rumble so I can go to a bank and get a loan so that I can buy Dave out of my own program at this point. And as always, David, I appreciate you the most for your time, and I will see everybody tomorrow.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Ryan.